Sunday afternoon in Boston, Massachusetts. Big Three rolls in the TD Garden for Week 6 on CBS. Games today begins with Trilogy, defending champs, against 3's company, followed by Joe Johnson and the triplets against the Killer 3's. Standings entering week number 6, loaded at the top. 2 teams 4-1, 5 with 3 wins entering this 6th week. And with that, we welcome you, Ed Cohen with the Little General, the Big Three, David Johnson, Week 6A. There is no turning back.
No turning back. You can feel anticipation in the crowd. This early arriving crowd. Trilogy is trying to keep that separation and stay in the top 4, and then 3's company. I feel like this could be a semi-elimination match if they don't win today.
Big one, no doubt, but they will lean on the stat stuffer, the leading scorer in this league, the great Michael Beasley for 3's company.
You're talking about Michael Beasley, who is a professional scorer. He can score at all 4 levels. Very highly rated defender. He does a nice job when they need a bucket to seal the games. This guy's very unorthodox, left-handed player, and he can make big shots, especially at the end of the shot clock.
How about this guy, the Hesse God, Ryan Carter?
Man, this guy can change direction. He puts a lot of pressure on the defenders. He's undersized, but he is a power package. And man, he's just been delivering for Trilogy this week in an assortment of ways.
Speaking of legends, Brian Scalabrine is with the Hesse God.
I'm here with Hesse God. Now, tell me the difference between first getting in this league and being like, I'm happy to be here, and now dominating your third weekend. Being appreciative was the start, but third weekend, I'm pretty comfortable. My teammates allowed me to be myself, so that's a big part in who I've been able to be in the Big Three. Got a ton of followers. Good luck today. All right.
All right, Scal, this guy loving life in the Big Three. Rosters Game 1 presented by Quincy Bank. Avery, big assignment. Mario Chalmers, the captain of 3's company.
Yeah, he's got to slow down Hesse God. He's got to stay out of foul trouble. Don't pick up 2 quick fouls early on, because if you pick up that 3rd foul, you got to sit.
Michael Cooper said that he didn't get any phone calls late at night in his room from a crazy in Boston, going back to the days with the Lakers.
Yeah, absolutely. Cooper's a superior defender. He knows a lot about playing in Boston.
Oh, yes. James White, active coach for Trilogy today in this one. Let's take a look at the rules. First 50 wins. There's no game clock. Maybe I know that you have a couple of favorite rules in the Big Three.
I have one favorite one, 4-point shot. I didn't have a 3-point shot. No, did I have a 4-point shot? I just want to ask Ice Cube, can I attempt a 4-point shot?
So, Knicks fans, Johnson from the short left corner for the championship.
I didn't have an identity crisis. I knew who I was.
Let's do it on CBS Game 1. For 3's company, Chalmers, Beasley, and Perry Jones against the Hesse God, Earl Clark, and the former Celtic, Amir Johnson.
And one of the biggest keys to start this game is Chalmers attacking Hesse God. You want to slow down a really good offensive player, make him play defense without turning the ball over like Chalmers did on that first possession.
3's company with a 2-3 record, Trilogy 3-2, but they won their last 2 games. They're 3-time champs and 2-time defending champs in Trilogy.
Yeah, when you look at 3's company, I believe we could probably book Michael Beasley for about a minimum of 24 points. But where are they going to get the rest of their offense?
I don't know what that was, but the turnover led to a basket for Trilogy.
I think at some point we need to get a look at Michael Beasley's shoes. Never seen this before.
Why not break him out in the 6th week? Jones stripped. Is going to stay with 3's company.
So these interior turnovers here just leads to bad outcomes for the offense, especially when Johnson is able to retrieve it and score very easily for Trilogy.
Jones for 3. That won't go. Hesse God for 3. Drills it.
And it's pick and roll coverage. You gotta understand, what are you doing on the pick and roll? Are you switching? Are you showing on the pick and roll? If you have confusion on the pick and roll versus hezzy guard, you're in for a long day.
Chalmers, tough shot. Johnson against the much smaller Chalmers, held his own, but it's knocked out. Shot clock at 10.
Yeah, so here's what I'm saying. Little confusion here with Chalmers and Beasley. Too much space for hezzy guard. That's like a layup for him.
Ryan Carter. There's Clark missing from Charlotte. 5-0 Trilogy here in the early going. Carter, another three. Clark didn't have to clear it off the miss. Avery's got great poise. On the switch, three-pointer. Now 1 of 3 from beyond the arc. Johnson bobbling the rebound.
Yeah, and even though he's 1 of 3, those 3 looks are good looks for him. And fortunately, 3's company's caught a couple of breaks with him misfiring on those 3s, but they're all really excellent looks, just like
the
this
steal, yes. A 7-0 start for Trilogy. Timeout, Michael Cooper.
Yeah, Michael Cooper's not happy. We'll see what adjustments he makes in the timeout.
Simply put, hezzy guard making an impact early for Trilogy here in Boston. 7-0 start for the defending champs. Wednesday, TV's original guilty pleasure is back when Big Brother returns for its 25th season. With new house guests and new twists, this will be the wildest Big Brother yet. Season premiere Wednesday, 8/7 Central on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Did I hear that right? Big Brother in its 25th season?
2-5.
Wow, what an amazing run.
The silver anniversary. Crazy. Avery, your 3's company need to win desperately. As Beasley fouls Johnson, how do you get back in this game early? This is the shoes.
Wow, look at those colors. I don't know if you can get away with that, Ed. That's a good look for Miami, but
Scal,
Boston? Oh, Scal may
Beasley,
be able to get through.
he can do it. Here's Clark working on Jones from 20, drills it.
Earl Clark, 18 points and 9 rebounds last week in that win over Tri-State.
Harry Jones at Baylor missing. Chalmers slapped it loose.
Looks like Michael Cooper is going to sub Tony Allen in because 3's company is really struggling right now. They need some energy to come off that bench.
Jones, first basket for 3's company. If they go to Allen, you're talking about a 6-time all-defensive player in the NBA.
Yeah, you can only imagine when he checks in. The crowd, when he got introduced pregame, was really excited.
Fadeaway for hezzy guard's good. 11-2 start for Trilogy.
And the beautiful thing about the Big 3 is, even though Trilogy's up 11-2, hey, we've seen this movie before. Yep. Next thing you know, it's 40-40. Because it's the first team to 50. It's not the first team to 15.
There he is. A Celtics champion. Tony Allen back in Boston.
Tony Allen now is an ambassador for the Memphis Grizzlies.
14 NBA seasons. Late first rounder of the Celtics, 2004. Here's Beasley. Airball. Johnson trying to clean it up. And it's knocked out.
And the one thing Tony Allen is going to give you, hustle, defense, you know, with the big three offensive rebounds, he'll get in there and try to mix it up like he did on that last possession. Got a decent post-up game.
Tough shot Earl Clark against Antonio Hester. Michael Cooper with another timeout. 13-2. Trilogy with the big start in Boston.
You would think that Three's Company would have more urgency, but not today. It's all Trilogy to start this first game.
And roll your brakes. We're away 3 minutes.
What do you got right?
Of the day.
20 back. 15 to Laser and Mario's billboards. We're back in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back. 2 more photos. That's it for the billboard. You can lose the billboard.
Wasn't always this way for the Red Sox, Bruins, even the Patriots, but Boston, a city of recent championships. Celtics winning their last one in 2008. Time for the Prize Picks entry of the day. Let's take a look at 2 of the most popular projections from today's second game. Avery Joe for the triplets against Dante Green for the killer 3's.
Yeah, there's pretty solid projections here, and obviously Joe Johnson, you know, he can score 20 points in this league.
Download the Prize Picks app to play along with the official daily fantasy partner of the Big Three. Trilogy 13, 3's Company 2 in the early going.
I think this is going to really be an exciting day. We have some, you know, these first 3 games, man. Wow. First 2 on CBS.
Here's Esther at the finish. Triplets, killer threes, then Big Three TV power, also 4-1 against the always intriguing enemies.
Yeah, and right now, Big Threes, they need some turnover stops, defense.
Hezzy God putting on the moves and a foul. A chance at 4.
What an incredible move. And you're talking about this step back on 6-time NBA All-Defensive Team Tony Allen. You just didn't score that on Avery Johnson. That was on Tony Allen.
Wow, look at you. Self-deprecating little general. How about Carter with 11 now?
I wonder how Scal feels about that, you know, when a guy from the Celtics gets scored on.
Well, the fact that he stared down Tony Allen in the place that he built here, this could turn really interesting with the Hezzy God going at one of the best defensive players in the league at the time.
Scal, Tony Allen, yes, we get a jump, and the arrow says it's going to Trilogy. When you win a title in this town, especially with the Celtics, it's different, but Tony Allen, one of those guys, kind of embodies what the fans love about the franchise.
Yeah, he, coming off the bench, he would guard, think about Kobe and D-Wade, LeBron. I mean, whoever was a big matchup, Tony Allen was going to get that matchup, and he always held his own. I think Kevin Durant has called him one of the best defenders he's ever gone against.
Here he is, Allen, with Beasley. Hester didn't clear it at first. Allen scoop. Oh, no.
And that's what we were talking about, to put pressure on Hezzy guard. You got to try to punish him inside.
The swipe.
Nice pass.
Hester will shoot a free throw for 2.
But even though Three's Company's down by, 12 points right now, it just seems like it's a different type of energy since Hester and Tony Allen has been inserted into the game. Nice little short pass here by Tony Allen to Hester, and man, sometime in those situations, that's first pump fake, but man, if you pump fake that second time, really get the defense in the air and try to get an old-fashioned three-point play.
Hester on the mark.
Remember, that one free throw counts for
2.
Yes, sir.
Great nuance of the Big Three. If you're found shooting a 3-point shot, you get 1 shot for 3 at the arc. And then, yes, if you're found shooting a 4-point shot, White misses, you get 1 from the circle for 4.
They got to go down to the post to Allen right here.
On cue.
Now he'll either create a double team or score the ball. That was good basketball right there. Just got to make that wide open 3.
Clark the denial. Allen drives. Hester back on his feet. Too much. Carter has made a couple for 3. And the circle. As he got blow by. Scoop is good.
And you know the reason why that driving lane was created? Because he's so deadly from the 3-point line and consistent. Because of that, you got to play him out above the 3, which sets up that drive.
Avery, go back a couple of weeks ago. Briscoe was the guy for Trilogy. No one knew about the Hezzy God, let alone the last 4 weeks. It's been a revelation.
And now he's leading the team in scoring.
One more time. Knocks down another one.
Hezzy God, I can hear him a little bit or read his lips. He's saying, you have to guard me above the 3-point line. You're insulting me.
Jones for 3. Jones at Baylor. Here's Hester. Back down. Put a chair on him. And the foul.
That's offense.
It's on the floor, it's on the floor.
I don't know about that. I'm not just trying to protect the little guy, but look at the left hand extending through the defender.
And they got White for the strip, not Carter, the initial defender.
Coach James White, I think, is going to bring the fire on that one. Smart move.
Bring the fire. First time, game 1. Talk about bring the fire. Here are the rules. You can challenge a shooting foul. So guys go one-on-one. If the offensive player scores or is fouled, count the basket, get a stop, wave it off, no foul.
Yeah, and normally in situations like this, a higher percentage of the time the defense has been winning. So we'll see if Hester can get a bucket here.
All right, Coach White. Hester scores. Gotta say, bring fire. Year 3, it's been around in the big 3. Gets better every year.
Yeah, and I like this move here. He wasn't in between. He was very decisive on this move. You know, a lot of times we get guys shooting off balance, fadeaways, but that was an excellent move for bringing the fire.
Fadeaway 3. Carter, another one. Chalmers, short.
In situations like this, the defender is still too far away. Yeah, I know we're playing 3-on-3, but in situations like this, you may as well just go and trap Hezzy if you're going to stay that far away from him. Defense is about communication, but positioning on the ball and off it.
He has 18, they will give him 20. Next Trilogy basket, we get to the break. Clark. Kai Allen is going to stay with Trilogy.
Man, at the rate Hezzy is going right now, we may as well give him MVP of the week if he continues this.
They're going to retire his number in Boston. Not many left. White, wave it off. Offensive on Flight White.
Yeah, good call.
It's a second. On the screen, Jones held up by Carter.
Now, if they wouldn't have called that offensive foul in that situation, when I was coaching, I would ask the referees, what do you want me to teach my team in practice on how to defend that play?
That's not passive aggressive.
And see, no bad language. Didn't deserve a technical foul for asking a legitimate question.
It's a good tactic. Here's Jones in the keyhole, strokes it.
Perry
One more
Jones.
from Hezzy God, we're going to find out.
Right. Perry Jones has had some couple of good looks, you know, out of Baylor University.
Spins, Clark with the stop, and the assist from Carter. What a first half.
Man, this guy is gonna make people go to church, Hezzy God, today on Sunday. Man, splitting the defense. He's doing it all for his team.
Trilogy, what a first half. 26-12 against 3's company. The star, Hezzy God, with Brian Scalabrine.
Do you even care that Tony Allen's 6-time all-defense in the NBA? You going at him, you're staring him down. What's gotten in you today?
I'm just a man on a mission. I'm trying to make sure we're the 3-time champs, back to back to back. You know what I'm saying?
All right, keep it up in the second half. You got it. Congratulations.
Well, Larry Bird is not walking through that door. Robert Parrish is not walking through that door. Kevin McHale is not walking through that door. Hezzy God has arrived in Boston. into your Big 3 living room. Trilogy, big lead by 14 against 3's Company at the break of Game 1. Toyota proudly returns as the official automotive partner of the Big 3. This season, there's even more excitement. Now through August 19th, enter the Toyota RAV4 Big 3 giveaway for a chance to win a 2023 RAV4 Hybrid XSV. Great to be back with you at Cohen with Coach Avery Johnson. Well, let's just say it. SC God, incredible in that first half.
Yeah, and on defense, it's all about communication, close out, contesting shots, contacting, and finish it off with rebounding. And when you look at how they're defending SC God, poor communication, close out, not containing the basketball. He's making you pay with the mid-range. Now he's going against one of the best defenders that ever played in the NBA. Tony Allen made him pay. And again, look at the space. Too much space. That's an insult to SC God. So we'll see if 3's Company adjusts their defense. This guy's been sensational. He's averaging 18 points a game. He's got 18 points in the first half. And on the other side, 3's Company is 5 for 21 from the field and 0 for 3 from the line, from the three-point line.
This guy's saying, Boston, do you know about me now? Ryan Carter, again, from Charlotte, North Carolina. He's 29. A Drew League legend, and now, in short order, a Big 3 legend. Beasley fouled on the pass by Clark. Beasley, Avery no points, Chalmers scoreless as well. It's not the recipe for making a comeback against Trilogy.
No, and when you talk about Beasley, I mean, he's been sensational, leading the Big 3 in scoring. And here's a guy we talked about. He was walking in the gym for 24 points, and now he was scoreless in the first half.
Walking bucket for a reason. Clark for 2. That's good. You know what you're getting every time with Earl Clark.
Yeah, and not only Earl Clark, just to start this game, it's just a different type of energy with Trilogy compared to 3's Company.
Chalmers off the dribble. Twice NBA champion with Miami. College winner with Kansas. One of the most famous shots in tournament history.
And Ed, you know, a lot of times with energy, it's not always about what you say. It's about body language.
Yep.
It's the nonverbal.
And Trilogy rolling right now by the looks of it. Jones left open for 3. Is Trilogy giving him that shot compared to Beasley, Chalmers?
Absolutely. And these guys have scouting reports. They know, who loves to drive right, who loves to drive left. They know exactly who's shooting well from behind the three-point line, the free throw line. These guys take pride. During the week, there's preparation, not just physically, but mentally, but these guys get on Zooms and talks and all of the different forms of communication to get ready before they start practicing together at the end of the week before games.
Beasley waiting desperately to knock down that first one. Johnson doubled. Here's Clark for 3. Beasley, the league rebounder and scoring leader. Corbine, Carter, chance at 3. Little flex in Beantown.
And see, that's what we're going to see on the highlight. SC God driving to the basket, power move for a little fullback type body, but it was Earl Clark with the hustle play, the 50-50 ball, the loose ball, retrieving those opportunities so that you can get more shots at the basket.
SC God with 21 of Trilogy's 33. And he cooped. Lock him down, right? Jones, money's good.
Excellent decisions by Mario Chalmers. Got the mismatch with SC God being matched up with Perry Jones inside. And give Perry Jones credit. He didn't try to dribble. He kept the ball high.
Michael Cooper, legendary defender back in the day with the Lakers. Trilogy, Avery trying to make it a three-peat. Lakers, they couldn't do it even though Pat Riley trademarked the term. But Detroit had something to say about that.
And then they're trying to do it. They're trying to win today without their coach in Jacksonville.
Beasley, nice fall away.
James White is filling in as the acting coach.
You went from playing to coaching in pretty short order. Got to figure out how to stop this guy. Carter again. There's Flight White on the left, David Hawkins, veteran on the right.
And I wonder in situations like this, you know, James only had 2 points last week. At what point as an acting coach do you sub yourself in? Right now he said, hey, things are going really well. I don't need to participate as a player.
If you don't figure it out, I'm going to call my number. Jones out. Here's Hester for 3's company. James White, though, veteran of 67 NBA games. Beasley crossover, strips, ball loose, and he's fouled.
No, Trilogy's been doing a nice job of rotating everybody around Hezzy guard. He's remained in the game. Man, look at the Michael Beasley only 5 points.
Quiet night. Last two entering this one was averaging 27 per game, scored 25 last week in the win over Bivouac, but the first 3 weeks was down in scoring at 18 per game. Johnson fouled on the touch by Chalmers. That's number 2 here on 3's company.
And with Earl Clark and Amir Johnson, there's just a size advantage inside because now you got Hester matched up with Johnson. So you got more versatility right now with the Trilogy. They have an inside-out game.
Earl Clark cans it off the dribble. Timeout. Trilogy by 14, 37-23.
Man, and just a pick and roll game with Trilogy has been phenomenal tonight. And now you got Earl Clark looking like he's Hezzy guard. So it's a little, obviously it's a little.
Hezzy God's been unbelievable lately. Saturday, the Summer of Fire's been intense. Saturday, the Summer of Fire's been intense.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5 to laser. 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back.
On Saturday, the Summer of Fire's been intense, and with the season winding down, squads are vying for key spots in the standings. More great hoops are on the way next week. Big 3 live coverage begins Saturday, 1 Eastern in Charlotte on CBS. Let's take a look at the Microsoft Player of the Week for Week 5. No surprise, Hezzy God with 20 last week. How about 25 today?
This guy's been amazing, and it's because he's so relentless. He keeps so much pressure on the defense. The defense can never relax when they're guarding him or the help side defense. So all 3 defenders must be engaged. He must be accounted for. It's even, especially after an offensive rebound, you better find him first.
Avery, I love the speed with which he plays with. Stop, start, fast, slow. Chalmers comes in empty on 3. Does it all. Esther popped out. Third chance, scores.
And with this team, the 3's Company's team that's on the floor now, because of the range of Chalmers and Beasley, you got to play inside out through Esther to keep pressure on Hezzy God.
Clark misses.
Now forced to switch.
Chalmers obliges. Right on cue.
Yeah, 3's Company's found something. You don't switch, Chalmers will have an opportunity to make you pay. If you switch, then you can try to attack Brian Hezzy God.
Behind his shoulder, Clark. No. Trying to think if that was intentional. Clark for 2. Johnson cleanup, got it.
And that's that size advantage we were talking about inside. Outside of Trilogy's bench, I don't know if there's a better 3-man group than what we see right here with Trilogy. I know Joe Johnson and his team will have something to say about that with the triplets. Our Power and Catino Mobley and Royce White. And
Trilogy by 9, 39-30. Carter, Becker missed. Beasley, Chalmers, Esther, over the shoulder, no. Coming our way, look out. Batted out off of, I believe, 3's Company.
And I'm used to taking charges. I got you, Ed. Don't worry. I'm used to it, Ed. You see, I was trying to protect you a little bit.
Thank you, Coach. Did I protect you?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Thought you'd be honest. Johnson over the back with Trilogy's fifth. So the next one, they're on the penalty in the second half.
That's the key, man. Trying to get to that 6th foul. Get your opponents to create that 6th foul as quick as possible. 3's Company's playing with a lot more energy in this second half, though. Give them credit.
Beasley. Oh, ankle breaker and the finish. Mr. Johnson, sorry, but that was sick.
We'll see what type of momentum, and if Amir Johnson is okay. That was a breaking the ankles moment.
Yes.
Not literally, just figuratively.
Ooh. Nice. Oh, baby.
Yeah. Not little baby, but old baby.
It's got to be the shoes, man. It's got to be the shoes. Beasley missed it. But a 9-2 run for 3's Company. Steps.
But one of the things they were talking about, you look at James White and Hawkins on the bench, they've lost their movement, right? Everything now is isolation.
This for 4. In and out. Nice little big rebound. Up and under. Got it. But the foul was before the shot.
Wow, that was a terrific offensive rebound by Hester in that situation. Unfortunately, he wasn't rewarded.
They called it on Hester.
Yeah, but remember what we talked about when the game was 13-2.
Yep.
Because this big three is first to 50. You weren't going to be surprised if this game was tied up. You know, at 40, 40, 42, 38. You just never know with the big three. A 4-point shot can come into play. Had Chalmers made that 4-point shot, man, they would only be down by 3.
This is closest it's been since it was 9-2 Trilogy.
Wow, this is a terrific crowd that crowds into the game.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the energy. Talked about the anticipation of the crowd pre-game, and they're in for some exciting big three basketball today with game 1 here on CBS.
This is game 1 of 6 today in Boston. First two on CBS. Floor to shoot. Clark for White, the 3. Misses it. Beasley. It has he got. Charge.
You know how much heart and tenacity you have to take this charge. Hezigard giving up his body, not just scoring, but giving up his body on the defensive end. That says a lot about a player's DNA.
Coop would love it. Carter, Boston, was deflected. Don't believe so. He turns it over. James White challenging this.
It went off Hezigard's left leg.
Now the officials have discretion to review something if they feel it's necessary and they need a second look.
As much as we would love to have gone to, 3 more commercials to pay the bills.
Coach, player, broadcaster, businessman. Coach Avery. Esther denies Hezigard.
Man, you got to give 3's company defensively credit. They've made an adjustment, doing a much better job defending Ryan Hezigard Carter here in the second half.
Boston again.
You see, he's just not getting any clean looks. And now, little complaining. We didn't see that. We saw the bragging in the first half.
Right.
We're looking for this desperate 3's company team to start the game. It's got off to a slow start.
White to denial. Carter, yes, in the right spot. Trilogy, they needed that. Up by 7. They'll be back in 30 seconds right after this. Here in Boston, Trilogy by 7 against 3's company. That official Big 3 merch at store.big3.com for league and team apparel, including jerseys, hats, jackets. Get it all at store.big3.com. What a crowd today here in Boston.
And this was what we were hopeful for. The Big 3 all season long. The ratings have been up. The crowds have been amazing. You know I've been in Dallas, Chicago, Miami, You know, we'll be in Charlotte next week, and this feels like, you know, early on in the Big Three, traveling around all these NBA arenas.
How about next week, Hezegod in Charlotte, back in his hometown. Here he is now, working on Beasley. Carter reverses, misses, but a foul. Will Michael Cooper challenge? Not a great matchup if he does. He'd bring the fire, but why not Carter against Beasley?
This is must-see television right now. The 6'9" Mario Beasley against a 6-foot Powerball. Yep. Hezegod tried to use the basket, which little men do when you have bigger guys on you with the reverse layup attempt.
Taco Bell, bring the fire. Hezegod. Whoa, he settled.
But the key was Beasley's hands were down.
Yeah.
He never even contested that shot. That's like target practice for Hezegod. That's why he was so disappointed he missed the shot. He couldn't have gotten a better shot.
True. 41-37. Trilogy by 4.
Michael Cooper has lit a fire under 3's company. Just a different team now.
Chalmers for 3. Air ball. That's rare for a guy like Chalmers.
Yeah, you'd have thought that the defender tipped that basketball, but he didn't.
Avery, 3's company trailed by as many as 16 when it was 20-12 early this half. Within 4 now.
He kept it pretty even to start the second half. But now it's about taking care of the basketball. You know, if you're on defense, no offensive rebounds for the offensive team.
Carter to the layup. Fouled by Hester. And bring the fire now. Carter will get a free throw for 2.
And the key with that foul, that's 3's company's 5th foul. He wasn't intending on trying to find anybody on that drive. He was going to score.
He has scored 29. So you look at the last, 3 weeks? 27-20, now 29 for Hezegod.
You know, he's a guy that a lot of kids can look up to. I signed so many autographs for a lot of kids and families that are here pre-game. And a lot of these kids that aspire to play basketball, even though they might not have the size doesn't matter all the time.
Now Beasley gets. We'll get a free throw for 2. Trilogy is going to bring the fire.
And one thing about Beasley, even though he's a left-handed player, when he wants to drive, 75% of the time he's driving right.
All right, make them earn it. This would be a great matchup. Beasley, one of the best offensive players in the league, against Earl Clark.
And again, his go-to move is a shot fake, drive right, and attempt to try to finish going right over his left shoulder. So we'll see what happens here.
Taco Bell, bring the fire. Beasley.
Oh, a step back. He's trying to step back.
Bounce. Give the basket.
And in a situation like this, you want to just contest this shot without fouling, because that's an automatic 2 points.
That's one of the best defenders in the Big Three. Earl Clark, last year's Big Three Defender of the Year when they won the title. Let's go to Scout.
And remember, that's the 6th foul, so, you know, Avery talked about foul trouble being an issue. 3's company, every time they foul and convert, they're going to get that ball back.
Huge. All right, Is this the closest it's been since it was 2-0 Trilogy to start the game? You know, Coach, you've watched this league a long time. When you get to 40 with the lead, those last 10 points, not easy.
Not easy at all. That's when the defense, that's kind of, you know, in football, right? You get inside the 20, that red zone.
Oh, pick and roll.
He's
Corner
on
intercept. And he's denied. Look at this.
Nice pocket pass by Chalmers. Attempt on the pocket pass. As he Carter stole the ball, and then the ball went off his neck.
Chalmers leaked out. Carter slides. 3 to shoot. Chalmers drives. Denied. White denied again. Here's Clark.
Beautiful pass.
That's a great sequence defensively on both sides.
Those loose balls are critical, especially if
Beasley, no. Second effort. The drive. Gonna shoot a free throw for 2. You make it, you get it back.
yeah, you see what I was talking about with Beasley. That fake jab step, go right, finish with the left hand. I tell you what, man, you got to give Michael Cooper credit. This is coaching right here. This is not just playing. He's got this team ready to play in the second half.
Within 4, Beasley at the line. 1 shot for 2. We come back. The Challenge USA is back on CBS. CBS Reality Titans from Survivor, Big Brother, The Amazing Race, battle it out with legends of the MTV Challenge franchise. The Challenge USA, a new season beginning Thursday, August 10th on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. How about this game, Avery? Game 1 of the day, Boston, and 3's company down 16 early in this half.
Yeah, that's what I was telling the fans early on, those who's viewing us here on CBS, just hang in there.
Yep.
The looks are deceiving. That 11-2, 13-2 lead to start this game wasn't going to last very long.
Beasley with 15 now, all since the break. The lead is 2. They can take their first lead today with a 3.
And now you can feel the fans, man. They're on the edge of their seat. This is a ball game.
Would have tied it. As he got. Johnson came to set the screen instead. Foul.
Yeah, that's a hold on Lester. That's one of those cheap fouls you want to try to stay away with. So as Johnson was coming up to set the screen, Hester was grabbing his jersey.
Now both sides in the bonus. So if he makes this, he'll get the ball back.
I love this rule.
Now if Michael Cooper had to bring the fire challenge, he could challenge this on the common foul bonus, but doesn't have one at his disposal. Johnson, free throw, not there.
And the one thing is, you got to know who you're fouling. You're going to foul anybody, foul Johnson.
As he got him, flash for 2.
Where's the weak side help defense? Step in and take a charge on that situation. You got to give up your body.
45-41 Trilogy. Chalmers. Stop and go. Runner's good. Chalmers with the little page out of Carter's book.
Chalmers had a little bit of a complaint there, but
Johnson the roll. Beasley bats it out. 4 to shoot. Clark for 2. Line drives, good.
Tough shot.
Really tough.
Outstanding defense and better offense in that situation.
Point game for Trilogy. Chalmers wants better screen. Ball kicked. Carter denied, late whistle, and a foul.
I thought that was a kick ball, but look at his hustle right here by Hezzy Carter. Driving to the basket, but this shot by Earl Clark, man, over Hester. Look at this defense, and offensively, you just elevated over Hester. That size makes a difference.
49-43, and now they get the ball back. 1 point, Trilogy will survive.
Trilogy is in control of their success in this game.
Carter denied.
The little man.
Yes! To win it. What a day for Hezzy 35. And Trilogy with the win, 51-43.
And that's what happens when you never give up. You just don't give up. The smallest man on the floor drives the ball to the basket, retrieves his own rebound, and scores the game-winning basket.
Avery, 35 points is a big three scoring record. The Hyundai shot of the game. Who else? Mr. Carter.
And the beautiful thing about the scoring record, we had a front row seat, my friend, to see one of the best performances in Big Three history.
Joe Johnson, 34 points a couple of years ago. Hezzy, most ever in a Big Three game. It's with Scal.
Unbelievable. You're setting the world on fire here. You had top scorer Avery Johnson's called one of the best Big Three performances he's ever seen. How you doing it?
Man, honestly, like I said, my teammates allowing me to be me, bro. I was blessed to be born with an ability to score, and my teammates allowed me to showcase that talent, man. So big ups to my guys.
Of all the times when you didn't get picked or didn't get invited, what was the difference this time? Why do you think that they called your number?
Man, I didn't quit. I just kept my strides on social media, kept leveling up. Drew League dropped 50. Every league in LA go drop 60, and just make them be on notice, man. If nobody's paying attention, you make them pay attention.
All right, congratulations.
Hey, yo, man. I just want to give a shout out to B1, man. It's these patches, man. Buy B1. The Hezzy guy. Go subscribe, yeah.
I need those patches.
Oh, baby. Avery Johnson, what a performance. Trilogy, one of 3 teams now with 4 wins through 6 weeks.
Does that patch help you lose weight?
Do godlike things. Ryan Carter, what a show in Boston. Trilogy by 8 over 3's company. More to come. Triplets and killer threes on CBS.